please allow me just to ask this one thing, right?
No, just probably. I'm probably
that's always baffled me, right?
Okay. What is it, man?
So this is in Surah 5, 116, right, to 118. The Quran, right? It makes the claim of a Trinity that we don't believe in, right? Well, why does the Quran?
Does the Quran say that is the Trinity, or it says that people believe this?
The Quran never says.
Let's
Quran
read
never
it.
says. Never says.
No.
Let's read it. Let's read it.
No. Listen.
Judgment Day.
We know the verses, bro.
Allow me
like we don't know the verses.
So
the brother has it memorized.
What's the problem with reading it? I don't get it. What's the problem with reading it?
Because there's no point. The brother has it memorized. We know the verses, you know.
It doesn't talk about it. It doesn't
but,
even
but you're saying that it doesn't claim that, right? So and I'm trying to read it. So what's the issue with that?
Okay, let him read it. Let him go ahead.
Okay. And on Judgment Day, Allah will say, "O Jesus, son of Mary, did you ever ask the people to worship you and your mother as gods beside Allah?" He will answer, "Glory be to you. How could I ever say what I had no right to say? If I had said such a thing, you would have certainly known it. You know what is hidden within me, but I do not know what is within you. Indeed, you alone are the knower of all unseen. I never told them anything except what you ordered me to say. Worship Allah, my Lord and your Lord. And I was witness over them as long as I remained over them. But when you took me, you were the witness over them."
Just allow me to respond to this quickly. Okay.
Sure,
What do you get from there?
The Quran is making the claim that we believe, right? That we believe that we worship Mother Mary and Jesus as our God.
So is it a lie? Is it false?
That of course that's a lie.
The Catholics do that.
No, they don't.
They worship Mary, bro.
They don't worship Mary as God.
You know what worship means in Islam?
That's the claim. The Quran claims that
Islam has a concept of
Mary as God.
Hold on.
I'll give you an example. Another example, so that you satisfy, so that you know you are misrepresenting us, is Quran chapter 9, verse 31. The Quran says, "They have taken their rabbis and their monks and the Messiah as God besides Allah."
Yeah, do we do that?
From this verse, is the Quran saying they have Christians actually believe that their rabbis, Jews and Christians actually believe that their rabbis and monks are also gods?
Well, that's what I'd expect, since that's exactly what it's saying.
Okay, beautiful. But by the grace of God, we have the explanation of the prophet himself. Who, when this verse was revealed, when he said this verse, somebody who was just formerly a Christian and became a Muslim, he came to the prophet and was asking the prophet, he said, "When I was a Christian, we don't worship our monks and our rabbis." And the prophet responded by saying, "Don't these rabbis and monks command you to do what is illegal when God has said this thing is legal, and they say no, it is illegal, and you obey them in that? And in whatever God says it is illegal, they say it is legal, you can do it, and you follow them in that?" They said yes. The prophet said this is how you worship them. So in other words, worship does not really mean you bowing down and acknowledging somebody to be the most high God.
Sure.
If you obey
I've heard this explanation before. Yeah, it's not.
In fact, it's in the Quran. Another verse I give you another example. The Quran says, "أَفَرَأَيْتَ مَنِ اتَّخَذَ إِلَهَهُ هَوَى." Have you seen those who take their desire as God? The Quran says this again. So
obviously that's a different context,
no,
right?
It's not.
You're able to distinguish that, right?
No, the Quran uses the word. See, the Quran says you can take your desire as God. What it simply means by taking your desire as God is that, for example, God tells you don't do this. Like a good example is fornication. Fornication is so common in our society right now that God tells us don't do it, right? But based on our desires, human beings are doing it. So now he's not taking your desire as a God, right? So obviously it's not going to be of the same level with you. Obviously saying this person is God and worshiping that person, but all of them are all considered worship. In under narration, the prophet said, "Adua hu al ibadah." If you make a prayer to someone, it is worship. So and the Catholics, what they do is that they actually pray to Mary. They say, "Our Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners," and they believe that they can have forgiveness by praying to Mary. So from the Quranic paradigm, if you pray to somebody for forgiveness, for help, that is worship. So it is this idea that God is talking about there. If you check it, God does not mention Trinity. So if you want to be fair to the Quranic text, from the plain reading of the text never mentions Trinity. So you are not supposed to say.
Okay, sure.
It talks about people who are worshiping Jesus Christ and Mary alongside with God Almighty.
Okay, all right. So what about Surah 1094?
No, I'm done. We are done, bro. Thank you very much. Okay, sorry, bro. I said we are done, bro. We are done.
All right, no problem.
For now, maybe
that was
next
a good
time,
talk.
if you see us online, you can come and we can have more discussion. But for now, let's just move on to the next person, okay?
All right, take care.
Thank you very much.
Yes.